Next up, we got Danny Dauphin. He's gonna make y'all laugh. He's a very, very, very funny man.
One thing I got covered. How's everybody doing tonight?
Right there.
No one's gonna ask me how I'm doing. It's rude.
How you doing, Danny?
Thank you. I'm nervous as shit. I don't know about you guys. I'm always nervous. Every time I get up here, I try to hide it, but I'm terribly nervous. No matter how many times I perform stand-up. So I've been looking at ways to try and, calm myself down. There's that old saying that if you're ever afraid of public speaking, you should just go ahead and picture everyone naked.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand how it's supposed to be different than any other hour of my day. But here we are. I'm not going to do it. It's a bad idea. It's bullshit advice, and I'll tell you why. Because I don't know what is so relaxing about being the only person wearing clothes in a room full of naked strangers just silently staring at you. That is unsettling. It goes straight from stand-up performance to new guy's first day at the prison shower. A rookie at an orgy. Walking in. Yeah, he started without me. I didn't. Was I supposed to take my clothes off in the foyer? I didn't see a place for my shoes. Is that dip? Whoa, no. I don't know what's in that bowl. That's all right. You make up your own joke. No, I will never do that. It doesn't make any sense to me, really, because I'm thinking that if you were really in a bar where everyone was naked, would you really be looking at the one guy wearing clothes to the front of the room? No, your attention would be elsewhere. Bullshit piece of advice. That, I'm afraid if I ever did it, it might, start a habit of doing it, and, one day my parents are going to come to a gig, and that gets weird. No, I'm just going to have to work on through it. My name is Danny Dauphin. And therefore, I always thought I was going to be a superhero when I grew up, because I had the name for it. I had the alliteration kick. And you got Clark Kent, you got Bruce Banner, Peter Parker, Reed Richards, Danny Dauphin. It was unnatural. I was destined for a life of adventure and excitement. Turns out I was actually destined to spend a lot of time and money in comic shops and never see a naked woman until I was 19 years old. I remember that moment very fondly. It was an X-Men 275. Rogue had just stepped out of the shower, and they drew some steam over some naughty bits, but you can fill in the blanks. I got that one framed in plastic. I never became a superhero, but at the end of the day, it looked like an awful lot of work. Superman. Everyone knows who Superman is, of course. He obviously is supposed to be like, the pinnacle of superheroism. He's top of his game. He is the hero of all heroes. And there's still a lot of shit that he was doing that I don't think he really thought through or could figure out. For one thing, the man changed. Where did the man change clothes? Where did Superman change clothes? Okay, none of you dated in high school either. That's great. Yeah, he changed in a telephone booth. Exactly. That's not something heroes do. That's something crazy homeless people do. That's something Brett does. Brett, I'm sorry. He changed his clothes in a telephone booth, and there's only like 8 or 9 of those in the world, I think now. I think that's number 6 right back there. And if you take a look at it, you'll see that it is like 90% window. Okay, so how is this a bright idea? I'm going to hide my secret identity by changing clothes in a transparent cube on a street corner. Not well thought out, but it was kind of cool because he always wore his costume right there under his work clothes. He was efficient. He was all about it. And I'll bet every guy in this room ruined at least one good shirt by doing the old button tear. Am I right? Somebody had to do it. Exactly. That's how he does it. He's got, whips the glasses off, his tie is flapping in the wind, he rips open the shirt, there's a big S on his chest, and I don't know where the cape came from, actually. Because, I'm thinking, you only have a couple of options, really, where you're going to put it. You can kind of wad it up around your waist, and you look like you got some sort of fanny pack, colostomy bag situation going on. Or you can tuck it down the back of your pants and walk around, look like you just dropped a load in your Dockers all day. No wonder Lois Lane wanted nothing to do with this guy. And he wore boots. Superman wears these big red boots with his costume, and I'm just thinking, where is he keeping those the entire time? Either no one in Metropolis has ever looked down at Clark Kent's feet, Or he's out there buying shoes that are like 6 sizes too large. Just slip on over those things. So Lex Luthor should really have no problem trying to figure out a secret identity. You just look for the one guy in Metropolis ordering all the size 19 penny loafers. It looks like he's wearing a diaper all the time. That is your man. Forget the glasses. I read a lot of books as a kid. I always kind of read above my grade level. Not because I was smarter than the other kids in the class. I was smarter than the other kids in my class, but there's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. I read above the usual prescribed reading because there was a theme I noticed throughout all of it that I didn't really care for. I'm pretty sure we all read the same books growing up. You know, we read things like Where the Red Fern Grows and Old Yeller, and I read these books and I didn't learn a damn thing about American literature. All I learned was never own a dog. Because it will die, and damn it, I probably have to kill it. So yeah, I started reading Stephen King. It was a lot cheerier. Other than that, my childhood wasn't that bad. I had great parents. My parents are wonderful people. They're very attentive, very sentimental. They're the kind of people that, you know, they take a lot of photos and they take a lot of home movies and they cut out every kind of newspaper clipping that had a hint of my name in it and kept it all. You can really only do that kind of thing as a parent, because otherwise that's grade A stalker material right there. It's not healthy. But they kept all this stuff, and now I have this great collection of childhood memorabilia at my parents' house, and now they're cleaning out their attic, and they're starting to give it all back to me. And, you know, I didn't save the shit in the first place. So I don't know what kind of a plan they think I have for it. I don't have a plan. I have no idea what to do with any of this stuff. Like, anybody have their first, I get some cool stuff. Like, I have my first teddy bear. Does anybody ever have their first teddy bear still? Yeah. Excellent, fine, you're wonderful. What did you name your bear? Ted. Ted? That's very creative. Yes, you are a great mind of our time. What did you name your bear? Was it a bear? Bird. It was a bird. Very progressive of you. What did you name it? Birdie. See, everybody, you know, kind of went with the basics. I had a teddy bear, and its name was Fred Lady. It's true. His name was Fred Lady, and then people might think that I had some sort of gender confusion and hence the trouble with dating in high school. But that wasn't the case. I had a buddy as well. It was named Mickey Lady. They were obviously brothers. They had the same last name. It was all cool. You know, where people get these ideas. But I have my teddy bear, and my parents also sent me, and I don't know what to do with this, they sent me a box full of all of my old report cards from high school. And I'm thinking they were never happy to see these come into the house. Why the hell are they still here? You know, I didn't always have the best grades in high school, and I don't think that aging for 34 years in an attic has magically improved them in any way. I'm not going to sit down to a sentimental evening in front of the fire with a snifter of brandy and reminisce over that D- I got in Algebra 2 anytime soon. They're just taking up space. But that isn't the weirdest thing I got from them. I actually got my first tooth. Anybody's parents keep their teeth? Yeah. Well, see, mine didn't keep mine. Mine gave it back to me. You know, and I don't, you know, it could be worse. There are people that save a lot weirder things. I mean, there are parents that save like little umbilical cord nubs, and like foreskins and things like that. It's nasty, and I think that if it's something you never want to touch again, don't save it. Why? No one wants that. So they give me this tooth back, but they mail it to me. And, you know, so I get it in the mail, and I don't look at the return address on it. I just tear open this envelope, and this tooth falls off. So I'm afraid to reach into this envelope now and find a note that says, get the cash by tomorrow night if the girl dies. Now, I'm expecting new contact lenses. I can't open that package. There might be a toe in there. But, you know, it's from my folks, and that's all right, and things are good. But, you know, now I have this tooth again. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. I mean, do I make a piece of jewelry out of it or something like that? Because that seems like some prime serial killer shit to me. And you know, that's not good. I don't think my parents are serial killers, thankfully. Because I think if they were serial killers, they probably would have killed me when I was much younger. Because I would take up less space in the attic. And, I mean, 30 years later, they wouldn't have anyone to mail me to. They had to deal with that, you know? That's one thing to be said about serial killers. You can say what you want, but man, those guys know how to pack. I mean, really. John Wayne Gacy had 24 bodies in the crawl space under his house. 24 bodies. There's a lot of bodies in a very tiny space. I can't even fit all of the Tupperware into one cabinet in my kitchen. You know, you open that door, it's like the stampede scene in Lion King. It's a problem! No! Save yourself! You know, if I were a serial killer, I'd have that shit on lockdown. I'd be taking care of it. No, I gotta kind of cram it all back in there, duct tape the cabinet closed. Like nobody use any Tupperware for at least a month. Just if you cook something, just eat all of it, please.